Dear students, today I am going to explain you one question from trigonometry. Prove that cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 plus cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 7 pi by 8 equals to 2. So, proof is from left hand side we start. So, cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 plus cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 7 pi by 8. Now this is equals to cos square 5 pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 plus, and this 5 by 5 pi by 8 can be written as pi minus 3 pi by 8 because 8 pi minus 3 pi is 5 pi. That's why we can write it as cos square pi minus 3 pi by 8 plus 7 pi by 8 can be written as pi minus pi by 8. So this becomes cos square pi minus pi by 8. And then you know that pi means 180 degree, and cos 180 degree minus theta equals to minus cos theta. Therefore cos pi minus theta equals to minus cos theta. That means in place of pi it is 180 degree, but in short form we write pi. And so here pi minus 3 pi by 8. So this is following this formula, cos pi minus theta equals to minus cos theta. So this cos square pi minus 3 pi by 8 becomes minus cos 3 pi by 8, where 3 pi by 8 is acting as an angle because theta angle suppose. So pi minus theta. So cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta, and that's why cos square pi minus 3 pi by 8 we have written minus cos 3 pi by 8 to the whole square. Whole square because it is a square. And one thing more you have to keep in mind, cos theta to the whole square is never equals to cos theta square. That means square of the angle is not possible, okay? Then square of the trigonometrical ratio is possible, and that's why cos theta to the whole square is equals to cos square theta, not cos theta square. So here we get, instead of cos square pi minus 3 pi by 8, we get minus cos 3 pi by 8, and that's a square because it was a square. And again cos square pi minus pi by 8, it becomes minus cos pi by 8 to the whole square. And now that is equals to cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 plus, and this is cos square 3 pi by 8 plus, and this becomes cos square pi by 8. Now you find cos square pi by 8 and cos square pi by 8, they are like terms with similar signs. So they will be added and we got 2 cos square pi by 8. In the same way, cos square 3 pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8, both are like terms with similar signs. So we are adding and we get 2 cos square 3 pi by 8. 2 we are taking common, then in the bracket we have cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8. And then, 3 pi by 8 can be written as 4 pi minus pi by 8. So this becomes, this is equals to 2 into cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 4 pi minus pi by 8. And then this is equals to 2 into cos square pi by 8 plus these two terms both are divided by 8. So this becomes cos square into 4 pi by 8 minus pi by 8. Okay, and 4 pi by 8 means pi by 2. So this becomes 2 cos square pi by 8 plus cos square pi by 2 minus pi by 8. Now you know pi equals to 180 degree. That's why pi by 2 equals to 90 degree. And you know cos 90 minus theta equals to sin theta. Okay, so cos pi by 2 minus theta will be sin theta, and that's why cos square pi by 2 minus theta equals to sin square theta. Yes, so here cos square pi by 2 minus pi by 8, it becomes sin square pi by 8. So we are left with 2 into cos square pi by 8 plus sin square pi by 8, and you know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, and therefore sin square pi by 8 plus cos square pi by 8 equals to 1. And so this total is 1 because pi by 8 is an angle just like theta. That's why cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So we are writing here, instead of cos square pi by 8 plus sin square pi by 8, 1. So 2 into 1 is 2, and that is equals to right hand side coordinate demonstrandum that was to be proved. Thank you. If you like, please share and subscribe.